All right. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to our day or our evening, wherever you may be chiming in from. So come join me and my business partners as we interview and talk with one of our successful digital business owner who is among sister that is among us. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here. So for those of you that don't know me, I am Patty. I'm a mom of four boys. I'm a wife. I'm a proud digital business owner, and I'm a nurse by profession. And we are all digital business owners on this platform. So excited to join the rest of my team here. And I'm going to have each individual ladies introduce themselves, and then we'll have Coach and say, introduce herself at the end. So let's get started. So, Mikey, if you want to introduce yourself to the team.
Hi everyone, I am Mikey. I'm a single parent to two adult kids. I used to work as a senior quality technician in the corporate world for over 25 years, and now I'm currently a digital business owner full time. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Kia. I'm full-time stay-home mom, I'm a wife, and a mom of fours. So I did digital business full-time. Full-time does not mean that 8 hour, okay? I can just only do 3.5 hours to my digital business. Yes. Tia?
Hi, my name is Tia. I'm actually in the healthcare, and this is my new and first time, and I'm really excited to be here. And I'm from California. Elizabeth?
Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Elizabeth Song. I'm a wife and a mom of four. I'm a social worker by profession, and I'm an online business owner and mentor. And I'm passionate about empowering everyone, ambitious individuals mostly. Thank you all for having me. And then go to Tay.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me here. It's an honor to be on this panel with all of you. My name is Tay. I am a business coach in this business, been doing it for quite some time, a mom, a wife, and a digital business owner.
All right, thank you, ladies. And just a little bit of background. So, as all the ladies here have mentioned, we're all digital business owners. We do work on the digital space here, and what we do is that we leverage social media, and we utilize that to really help us create and generate additional income to seek. And because we're all seeking that time and financial freedom, more time with our families, more moments to be shared, because we all know that time is precious and it can pass by so quickly that we want to really be present in the moment. So we want to share again with you guys our amazing Hmong sister here. We want to kind of highlight her and have her really give us a little bit of an insight in regards to her perspective in her digital business. So, Coach, we have a few questions here to ask you, if you don't mind. And I'm going to start off with the first one here as well. So the first question is, what inspired you to start your online business, and how did you know that it was the right time? Because we have so many individuals that feel that maybe the online space, are full of scams, and would love to kind of hear your insight and what drew you to start your online business.
That's a great question. You know, there's never a right time. I didn't know it was the right time. I just jumped in, honestly. I found this business and it was very scary because it was during a time where the internet was not very popular yet. It was just starting to become popular, and people were just slowly starting to use their cards online, purchase things online, and do online things, but not like today. And so to say what really truly inspired me was when I actually jumped in and just started learning about it. So I was inspired by the community actually, because they're so generous, and the results that's in the community, when you think it's a scam and you feel like skeptical and scared, and you actually come in, it's not that scary at all because they're real people, and it's all real results. When I found the community, I was like, oh my gosh, this is an amazing community. They're all so generous and giving and wants everyone to be successful, and they're actually successful. So that was one of the biggest things that inspired me to start this business, and that you have a global community to support you, and you're never alone in this business. So that was one of the biggest things. So and again, I didn't know it was the right time. I just leaped in.
I love how you say that, when you came into the community, they're just normal people, right? I think everybody has that perception as to what a rich person looks like, what a successful person looks like. But, when, like you said, when you jump into this community and you get to have that interaction, they're all just like us. They're individuals seeking to really build a better future, that are wanting more than what they have. And everyone has their own reasons, and everyone jumped in at different parts of their life. So thank you for sharing. Then we're gonna go to the next question here. So our next question that's gonna be coming from Mikey.
What is the biggest challenge you faced when starting, and how did you overcome it with this business?
Challenges. There's lots of challenges in every journey that we try to take or do, or even just like in life too, not just this journey. But the biggest thing in this business was staying motivated and showing up, because we're so used to comfort zone to where we do something and then we fall right back into that comfort of, oh, I don't have to do it, right? And so my mindset was the biggest thing, because I started off on a rough road, story for another day, but I had to overcome my own mindset, because I was the only one stopping myself from moving forward. And I was the only one who could push me to go forward. Nobody else can. The community was so supportive, my mentor, my coach, but it all depended on me, right? Because it's my business and they can't run my business for me. So overcoming it was challenging it on its own too, okay? Because like I said, we have this thing called procrastination too, and then we just are so comfortable like in our everyday life with going to work and waiting for a paycheck and just waiting for the end of the year. It's like, oh my gosh, how much raise am I going to get? And so I was stuck in that routine for a long time. But I woke up and I realized that if I didn't change, nothing was going to change. If I didn't get up and do it, nothing was going to get done. And it was overwhelming and hard, because I just didn't learn. I just didn't learn our system. But as soon as I got out of my comfort zone, and I tell you, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You don't know how many times I fell off that wagon. But as long as you dust yourself off and you pick yourself up again and you do over and you try again and you keep trying and you keep doing until you get that into that momentum of consistency, of showing up and just doing, and you work on your mindset. Because if you don't work on your mindset, everything's connected, right? Just for example, like if you tell yourself you're going to work out and your mind is not where you want to work out, it's not going to work, right? You're going to fall right off that wagon. So I had to figure out how I was going to build a negativity proof mindset. And it took a lot of motivational videos, books, self-help books, self-improvement books, and lots of staying plugged in and staying inspired by the community. Because honestly, our system is built for everyday people like me and all of you here, and anyone out there who is willing to learn and is coachable. Because if somebody who doesn't speak a word of English or read a word of English, but can just watch our video trainings and be able to set up their business and be successful, what's my excuse, right? So that's why I realized that, change isn't what around me. Change is from inside. Change is my own mentality of working and pushing myself. Because if I don't, I'm just going to be stuck right where I am. And I'm just going to keep like hoping, wishing for things to happen. But you got to make it happen if you want things to happen. So yeah, overcoming it was a challenge. But once you get there, it's not that hard. It's hard until it's done, like I always say. So yeah, great question.
Great answer. I think all of us can share, some of the challenges that we face too, right? Again, I really agree with you in regards to that mindset, because I know I've had a lot of challenges in this mindset, and everybody has always known that, you grow up, you get a job, and that's how you make a living. But this business is truly, you're really challenging yourself. You're really testing to see how resilient you can become. Not that how resilient you are, not how resilient that you're not, but how can you become more resilient? Because you will be tested in regards to building those small habits that then become building those small little steps that you take that essentially then become just habits that really leads to just a successful path of being consistent, as you mentioned. So thank you for sharing that, Pete.
Mhm.
So we have our next question for you, because we want more insights from you, as you're one of our very successful home sister. And our next question here is going to come from Kia.
How do you manage to stay consistent on and your business, and what keeping you motivation even on the top days?
You guys have tough questions.
Mhm.
Managing to stay consistent.
Mhm.
Well, I'm going to tell you that, well, for me, okay, from what I've learned through this journey is, for successful people, managing your time efficiently is essential to your business so that you can be successful. Because if you can't manage your time, you won't be able to stay consistent. So you have to know how to manage your time and your tasks and prioritize the most important things first so that you can actually, it's doable, right? Like when you set goals and stuff. And staying consistent is hard, okay? It's hard, but it's not impossible. Everything is possible as long as you try. And again, I'm going to tell you guys, it's not easy, but if you stay on the path, you get up again and you do again and keep going, and you keep finding things to motivate you. And motivation has to be intrinsic, okay? It is, what is it that inside you, that what you want? What are your desires? Okay, mine were strong. You have to find what your strongest desire is so that when things get tough, you can keep going, okay? Because if you don't know where you're going, you will end up where you don't want to be, where you're not supposed to be. And if you know your why you're doing this, and if you want financial independence, you want time independence, you want more time with family, that's how you're going to stay consistent, because you're going to know what to do to get there. Because motivation will get you going, but consistency is going to get you there. And so for me, time is too short because of what, like, everybody has a story, right? And I won't bore you guys with my story, but everybody has a story. And for me, time is so short. You never know what the next second is going to be like. So live life like it's your last moment, and work on your business like your life depends on it, because this is your it if you want time and you want financial independence, because it's possible from what you guys seen in our community. So yeah, staying consistent is knowing your why, and just do and do and do, no matter what. Do whatever it takes to win, right? So I hope that answered your question. I probably went on a tangent there.
Yeah, I do agree. It's really tough, really hard day. I do the same thing too. I end up stay home mom. Sometimes really hard for me, but I have always asked myself, like, because I have why, because I start this business, I have something on myself, right? So no matter what, I do have the tired days. Sometimes my kid's sick or I sick. For the past couple weeks, and I was sick. I'm like, oh my god, I cannot get like the motivations go myself. I just cannot. But I had to be minimum, costing like myself, like put something like motivation myself, like because I have why, no matter what, I was sick, or no matter what, I have the thought day. I had to get out and jump into my computer or my phone. That's how made the day thought day go. But just like you say, when you done, you just like, woo, finally done. Like, cannot believe it. It's just impossible. But yeah, I agree with you on say it's truly that's so inspired with motivation. It's always, we have to read book and many, and with me, I don't have time to read much, but I do listen a lot podcast on YouTube. So though it's made me going motivation myself all the time. Yes, thank you for sharing that.
Mhm. Yes.
Right. So our next question is going to be coming from Tia.
So, how has your digital business impacted your lifestyle, especially in terms of the time freedoms and financial growth?
Mm. I just want to say for anyone watching that success doesn't happen overnight. I want to start with that. And you only see the surface, but know that it takes time and effort to get to where you want to be. So this digital business has impacted my life a whole lot. It has actually changed my life, professionally and personally, actually, because in terms of lifestyle, I don't want to I don't like to brag, and I am a introvert and I don't like to celebrate my successes, but through this business I have gained that confidence to say it's okay to share because I'm happy and I want somebody else to be happy too. So I'm sharing today not to brag, okay? So my lifestyle has changed quite a bit because I don't have to worry about asking somebody what to do with my time. I don't have to worry about traveling and being constrained financially or having to rush back home while I'm out on vacation or spending time with family, because most of our vacations we go spend time with family, right? So I don't know about you guys, but we always I call in and then stay an extra day and then have to rush and then get home by midnight and sleep and then go to work the next day. So it has changed a whole lot where I can actually stop and smell the roses, like the phrase that they say, you've slowed down so that you don't have to rush, and you actually have more time to enjoy life with those that matter the most. And I don't have to worry about sleep. Like I feel like I live at work before, nothing wrong with working in the corporate world, okay? But because I felt like I was always living at work and not at home, only came home to visit. So it has changed a lot in that sense. And I'm able to be here and be a present mom for my son because I missed out on all of his developmental milestones. I didn't even get to stay, we all on this platform here, we have to stay that 1 month, right? After labor and stuff. I just stayed the month because we had to. We have that tradition. If we didn't have that tradition, I'd probably go right back after work, when I get home from the hospital. So I missed out on a lot. And I didn't have a chance to take care of my parents either. And I missed that. And so that's why I say life is short. And so it has impacted my lifestyle a great deal. And it's possible for all of us because we are all worthy of it, but it just depends on the choice that you make and the places that you go and the people you surround yourself with. Because if you stick around where you are and it's not getting anywhere, you're gonna just stay there. So life has changed a lot through this digital business, and I'm so grateful that I didn't pass it up. That I didn't pass it up and that I kept going. And when time got tough, I just kept pushing through. And when you don't give up, the end results are just sweet, sweet success. And you get to control your own time. You make your own schedule and you can attend extracurricular activities without worrying that, oh my gosh, I can't make it today. Oh my gosh, I have to find somebody, or what if I can't get off or I'm stuck at work? And so, yeah, a great deal has changed. Me mentally too, my health. Mentally, I am a lot happier and no stress, no heart racing on Sundays before Monday when it's time to go to work. I get to nap and I feel energized. So lots of change personally and professionally. And I am more confident in talking publicly. I wouldn't be like this if you guys called me 4 years ago. So yeah, a great deal.
We wouldn't have known that you're an introvert at all. So
Well, that's really good to know, because I think, that's why I want to come into this business, because I also find myself, spend a lot of time at work. It's almost like, work is my place of where I spend most of my time. In the home is just a place where you come back and sleep, and I miss, as a parent, you miss those moments, those special moments with your kids that you don't have. And that's why I want to go into this, so that I can have the opportunity of spending what I have little left with my kids. So it'll be nice, and then I hope someday I'll be in that place with you.
yes, yes. And I just want to kind of highlight one thing that you said, say, is really Sundays, right? It's Sunday today. And so for many of us that do have to go back to work tomorrow, we're already dreading as to, I myself am already dreading as to the pile of work that I have to go into tomorrow. And even when I take vacations, I feel truly that I don't, not really truly present in my vacation, because I'm the only person in my role, in my management role, and what I do in the hospital. And so when I take vacations and week off, when I go back, I'm just dreading what has piled up. Now I have to work double time, right? I have to work double the efforts to really catch up, because I took off to spend time with my family. And I think, you just dread just those moments. And then also I want to kind of share, there's one of our business partners in our business here that had actually, she's a registered nurse herself. And she said, she's obligated, right? She has to go and take care of her patients because she's scheduled for a certain shift. But when her parents got sick, she couldn't, she couldn't take off. She had to go in and work and take care of others while her parents were at home, and they didn't have anybody else to take care of her. So I just think of those moments. I just think of, speaking that time freedom, and that financial freedom, being able to really be more present. So thank you for sharing. I think I have one last question here for you. That'll be coming from Miss Elizabeth. So there we go.
Yes, thank you. Can you guys hear me? Okay, great. My question to you is, if you could go back and tell your past self one thing before you started, what would it be? And I think this question here is going to help a lot of newbies, a lot of people who are still new into this business here, gain some, motivation and gain some insight. So what would you tell your past self? One thing.
One thing. Oh, there's lots of things I want to tell myself back then. But if there was one thing that I could tell myself, is, I guess the biggest thing I would say to myself is, don't be scared. Just do it. Because if you don't do it, you're just going to be stuck in this maybe steady paycheck, but still be trapped. And you're still going to be missing out on time with family. You're still going to struggle with bills. And if you don't do it, that time freedom and the financial freedom is going to be a lot harder to reach, because you just won't get there. So do it and work smarter. I think that's what I would tell myself, to just get up and do it and stop procrastinating. And there's nothing on the other side of fear but success. So yeah, if I could just tell one thing, I would just say do it, because there's no perfect time to take action at all, honestly. And procrastination and waiting for the perfect time, yeah, it just doesn't work, because you're just going to be stuck, and you're holding yourself back. You're honestly holding yourself back when you're not doing. You're scared and you're fearing, you're doubting the unknown. And the truth is, nothing changes, like I always say, unless you do. So do it and take that first step. That's what I would tell myself. if I could go back and start earlier.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, I love that. I love that advice. Just do it. Like Nike says, just do it, because you are absolutely right. There is never going to be a perfect time, right? If you're waiting for you until you have more money to start something for yourself, if you're waiting for some magical sign to present itself to you, it's never going to happen. And I would say, hey, you need to take opportunities, right? This is the opportunity. This is the perfect time because the opportunity is being presented to you. So that's a great advice. Just do it. And if you started your path already, keep doing it. I would add to that. Keep doing it. Keep showing up every single day because that, like you said too, if you not doing it is also a choice too, right? That you're making
Mhm.
and that you're the only person holding you back. I love earlier how you spoke about your biggest challenge. Your biggest challenge was yourself.
Mhm.
You really had to overcome your own mindset and yourself. And I think so many people can resonate with that. I definitely do, right? Because who's going to be your biggest challenger? You, right? Your subconscious. It's going to be like, are you sure you can do this? Some days you feel like, am I even doing it right? Or,
Mhm.
man, I shouldn't have started it, or I shouldn't have done this to myself. But I think if you keep showing up every day and you see progress, in 3 months, 6 months time, a year, 5 years, you definitely will see progress. So that's great advice. And thank you so much for sharing that.
You're welcome. I just want to say you don't have to have it all figured out.
Mhm.
You just have to start and things just fall into place because if you don't invest in yourself, you're just going to keep giving your money away to the bank, right? So yeah.
Absolutely.
Amazing. All of these questions, oh my goodness, and all your answers and all your insights. I truly hope that for those of you that are watching us this evening, that have been following us along or going to be watching the replay, that you really take into heart as to what Tay has given us in regards to what this digital business can do for you. Again, it's not all about the financial gains, but the personal growth as well. So a little recap, right, as to what we do on this digital space. We are an attraction marketing business. We do have products and services. We're not an MLM. We're not a pyramid scheme. As we all know, those are illegal. And, we are truly here to help those that even have no experience in the digital space and being an entrepreneur and really learning this skill because it is something that everybody can learn. Our platform has been designed for our ordinary people, just like all of us here, and just like those of you that are out there. So it is, it is, accessible to everyone from all parts of the world because we have such a global community out there as well, and our platform is so easily to be plugged in. Everything is on the website. It's web-based training that we offer and all the tools and resources. So like Tay and the rest of the ladies said, you don't have to come in knowing everything. I'm sure all of us that came in, we didn't have all the knowledge that we have now. So it is going to be a learning process. You are going to have to put in some work, and that work that you put in is really understanding and learning this business platform. But the most amazing thing about that platform is that we have some automation. So we are not going out, we're not knocking on doors, we're not hosting parties, we're not calling friends and family to say, hey, come join us. We're sharing what it has, what this business has really impacted our lives and how it has changed each and every one of us in so many different ways. So I hope that all of you found something beneficial in our live interview with Coach Tay this evening. I'm just going to go over to see if we have it. I'm always really bad at this, to see if we have any comments and see who has checked in. So we have Dinesh Kotwal. Oh, wow. So watching all the way from Maldives. Hey, ladies, let's take a trip down there. Thank you so much for watching, Dinesh. So again, this just shows as to how global our community is and also how global that we can reach. We're not just that to one location to attract others, but we are globally. So we are reaching those that are even out of the country here to really be able to kind of share all the blessings that we have. Elena's digital advertising. Hi, Elena. So hello, ladies watching from Massachusetts. Here again, we are traveling all the way to Massachusetts. So thank you for joining in, Elena. Thank you for joining in and supporting us this evening. All right. So we've heard so many good nuggets from Tay this evening. Do any of you ladies have anything else to share before we conclude? Besides the fact that, each and every one of us, just about each and every one of us has, our website on here. So if this is something that you're interested in, or if it's something that you know of a family or friend that may be interested in doing or embarking on a digital business that, you can work alongside your full-time career, or even if you're just a stay-at-home mom like Kia, or if you don't, if this is going to be your primary your primary plan, please don't hesitate to reach out to any of the ladies here, and we can definitely get you heading in the right direction, because 2025 is going to be our best year yet, ladies. So thank you so much, Tay, for giving your time, and thank you, ladies, for joining me this evening and really showcasing our amazing coach here in her successful journey. So till next time, please tune in to each and every one of us, as we do have our own sites that you can tune into all of our different lives that we showcase. So, all right, we will call it a night. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. 请知道。